Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. Hello art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to talk about a topic that's it's popular. It's been popular for a little while now, and I am late to the show. That's unfortunately the story of my life. I've never been a trend follower. I wish I was, because then I wouldn't have an easier time having conversations with people. Everybody knows about something except me. And today I'm going to talk a little bit, not in an educated way, not in an informed way. No, I am ignorant. But I'm going to talk a little bit about, NFTs. I still don't know what they are. Will I ever know? Probably not. Probably not. I'm too old-fashioned, and I really couldn't care less. I don't want to learn any new information. It's too much work. It's too much work. But anyway, before we get into it, before we get into my little video for today, and by the way, yes, this is a coffee break. I've got my little glass of iced coffee, because it is hotter than I don't know what in Los Angeles, California lately. Whew, it was 90 degrees today. I thought I was going to die. And it was hot. It was very hot. And I was at work. I had to be at work early in the morning on Tuesday. And I started work at 7 a.m. So, I'm very conscientious. I get there nice and early. And I was walking to my building where I work at about 6:45 in the morning, a.m. The sun had just barely come up, and you could feel the heat radiating from the sidewalk, from the cement. Oh my God. I'm taking a sip of iced coffee as I think of it. It was just, it was terrible. And now I'm doing this video late at night, early in the morning. It's about 1:30 or so a.m. It's still hot. It's like 78 degrees in the house. I don't have air conditioning, so I can't use it. I have a fan. They're warning us about flex, and brownouts and shit like that. I could give a damn. Listen, it's too hot. It's too hot to care. But anyway, church announcements. All 79 of you wonderful subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it so very much. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. New viewers, thank you for being new and taking a chance and clicking and viewing and listening to my nonsense. Those of you who are just brand new, please consider subscribing. Yeah, and all of you, each and every one of you who's watching this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you know somebody who might enjoy this nonsense. And now here we go into the paid promotion portion of the video. I haven't gotten paid yet. I haven't gotten paid one single solitary red cent from any of this yet, but that's not going to stop me from trying. I'm going to keep trying. So what have I got for you today? I've already posted both of these, I think, on my Twitter. I'm going to post them again because they're related, and because they're related to the material that I do on this channel, the stuff that I talk about. This book that I found on Amazon, Studies in the Horror Film, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This is, I guess, a paperback. It's expensive. Yes, it is. I don't know why it's so expensive, but it does look like a very interesting book. You can read all about it here. Okay, they've got paperback for this much money, used copies, new copy, collectible copy. I don't know what makes it collectible, but there you go. All right. This looks like an amazing book, and you can go ahead and read about this. This author also did The Exorcist. This one here, The Exorcist: Studies in the Horror Film paperback from 2012. Another expensive book. They've got the collectible is a crazy amount of money, but they've got used copies. I assume that those are also in their own right collectible. So I got these two because they're related they're by the same author, and they're about movies that I'm doing reviews about. So once again, if you've got some stocking stuffers that, some stockings that need to be stuffed for Christmas, consider this, or whatever holiday you celebrate, gift-giving holiday, winter holiday, or pumpkin stuffers. You can give, why don't we do Halloween gifts? Why not? I try to do little things here and there. I like to bake and whatever. But, Halloween is not a gift-giving holiday. Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be. Another sip of coffee. So, pumpkin stuffers. Yeah. Or cornucopia stuffers for like Thanksgiving or whatever. Fall. It's fall. Almost. Today is September 1st. It's officially fall on September 21st. I can't wait. I can't wait. And in Southern California, fall means nothing as far as the weather. No. And as a matter of fact, that's when it sometimes gets very, very hot. We call it Indian summer, or has been called Indian summer. Maybe it's, the more proper term is Native American summer. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore. But everybody knows what that means. It's that fall heat that is much more oppressive, and it can be just terrifically awful, much more than the summer months down here in LA. So anyway, The Exorcist, studies in horror film, and studies in horror film, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Consider them. If I had all the money in the world, you better believe I'd be buying both, not just one. Oh, no. I'd buy both of these because I love both of these movies. And you can tell that I love them because I've been doing videos about them. Anyway, so that's it. I'm done with the church announcements. Let me get on to what I'm here to discuss. Okay, I said NFTs. So I was perusing ArtNet News. Okay, I'm subscribed to them as well, and I got this in my inbox. Right, this article, NFTs. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell those are. I don't think it's for people like me to figure out. All right. I don't think that I definitely for sure don't have the knowledge to be able to understand this. Not even a little bit. I'm not ashamed to admit that it is what it is. But this article, it makes me wonder about, I'll use language. It makes me wonder about some shit I don't understand. I don't understand, and I don't know if I want to understand. Let me go ahead and start reading the headline. More than $100 million worth of NFTs have been stolen in the past year as crypto scams continue to rise. Thieves are deploying increasingly sophisticated scams to gain access to collectors' digital wallets. Well, goddamn. What the hell? This is another, I don't know what it is. I don't do them, obviously, because how can I do them if I don't know what they are? But now I'm kind of happy. I'm happy to be ignorant about this if they're stealing. And it's another way for people to be thieves and whatever. I'm very happy to not know what they are. So this is a relatively recent article from a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, August 25th, right? So let me just go ahead and keep reading. These are pretty short articles, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through this, but we shall see. It's time for coffee. Get your coffee. Get your coffee, get your cookies, get your tea, iced tea, because it's hot. Muffins, cookies, whatever. Get comfortable. Sit down somewhere nice in the shade with the fan on, AC, whatever you do. And get your cold coffee or tea drink, because this should be interesting. Here we go. Over $100 million worth of NFTs have been stolen over the course of the past year, according to a new study, and thieves made off with an average of $300,000 each time. The 110-page report published this week by the London-based blockchain analysis company Elliptic suggests that thefts have not decreased with the recent cryptocurrency crash. In fact, the rate of the cyber crimes may be going up. In May, just under 24 million in NFTs were swiped from owners' wallets, the highest amount recorded in a single month. In July, a whopping 4,600 NFTs were stolen, another record number. The most valuable NFT ever stolen, according to the report, is CryptoPunk hashtag 4324, which was pinched in November before being sold for $490,000. The biggest single heist occurred a little more than a month later when 16 blue chip NFTs worth $2.1 million were stolen from a collector. Okay. At the center of many of these cases are elaborate scams that trick NFT owners into voluntarily sharing access to their NFTs or wallet. Phishing attacks are the most common form, used to lure NFT owners with fake websites, pop-ups, and transaction opportunities. Often this involves criminals imitating well-known crypto art platforms or even counterfeit NFTs. Okay. I guess this is a tweet from Elliptic where they talk about their report. All right. Only 7 replies. Wow. Okay. Social media has left NFT players particularly vulnerable as scammers hack the accounts of popular NFT projects to post phishing links. Close to 5,000 NFTs have been filched this way. Elliptic reports noting that social media comprises compromises accounted for nearly a quarter of all crypto art thefts over the last year. What's more, the cost of these crimes has skyrocketed in recent months. Between the first and second quarters of 2022, the value of NFTs stolen through social media scams went from $3.2 million to $15.4 million, a 386% jump. The growing availability of tailored malware that can bypass multi-factor authentication is likely to be partially responsible, Elliptic's report explains. It was through Instagram that an attacker was able to steal $3 million worth of NFTs from Yuga Labs, the collective behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, in April. After hijacking the company's account, the con sent users a smart contract, quote-unquote smart contract, that ultimately yielded access to their crypto wallets. Okay. Elliptic also found that some services have been especially instrumental in enabling blockchain crime. Roughly 52% of NFT scammers use the virtual currency mixer Tornado Cash to launder money after thefts. The U.S. Treasury Office placed the service on sanctions earlier this year, saying it, quote, indiscriminately facilitates anonymous transactions by obfuscating their origin, destination, and counterparties. End of quote. Still, for NFT lovers growing weary of their wallets' exposure, the outlook may not be as bleak as it looks. Quote, as with many crimes, end of quote, the report says, the perceived chances of NFT-based crime occurring is higher than it usually is. Elliptic's data-driven analysis has found that the true instances of these crimes account for a small proportion of NFT-related trade. Okay, so this is their little mop-up operation. They don't want people to be scared of, buying and trading or whatever with these NFTs. They don't want, I don't know. I just don't know. Let me finish up reading this. There's only a little bit more left. The responsibility, quote-unquote responsibility, for combating such crime, Elliptic argues, lies on everyone engaging in the NFT space. Regulators, marketplaces, project developers, NFT traders, and influencers to motivate safe and secure development of this technology. Okay, y'all. Viewers, listeners, I don't know what to think. Because once again, I'm ignorant. And after reading this article, admittedly not a very long article, but there's some interesting information in here. But after reading this, I am no more informed than I was before reading it. That is the nature of these NFTs. I don't know how you learn about this. I don't know the first step. I mean, maybe I should just go ahead and get off my ass and try to learn about this. Yeah, but I know I'm not going to get involved in this. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I can barely maintain a checking account. I mean, you know, I'm not financially irresponsible, but I just don't want to do more work than I already have to do to maintain what little bit of money I got. Listen, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with this and lose money and whatever. This is for people who know what they're doing. Okay, not me. This is for people who are informed. That's not me, once again. Something's up, but something is up, though. These thefts and everything. These I mean, look at all the money that's being changed hands and being stolen, and millions and millions and millions of dollars. To me, this, what is this saying? Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. To me, okay, here goes my little conspiratorial mind, okay? This sounds like a trap. This sounds like a trap of some kind. This sounds like somebody, that was my straw clanking against the glass, somebody has designed this so that it is perfect for getting people who are predisposed towards that kind of behavior. I'll just say it, criminal behavior. It makes that attractive to them. It makes it seem to these criminal types that they can do this and maybe get away with it, and then they get into it, and then kaboom, like the net drops, and you know, or the bear trap snaps shut, or whatever. That's what it looks like to me. Let me know if I'm wrong. If any of you know about this, or have any information about this, or are educated about this, please let me know in the comments. Get down in there and say something. My goodness, but say it in a way that I can understand it, because people, viewers and listeners, I am slow. I am slow as shout out to Alexander Rogers. I am slower than molasses in January when it comes to this kind of thing. No. But now, I thought this was very interesting, and I thought you guys might be interested in knowing about this a little bit. They're reporting on it. You know, art news, NFT is involved or very closely connected to art, because they're just little pictures, as far as I can tell. As far as they're little pictures that represent something. They represent a certain monetary or perceived monetary value, right? And they're really hot as far as financial activities, but also as far as the art market and stuff like that. Okie dokie. So what does that mean? Now, which brings me to my next article, also from ArtNet News. This guy, Damien. What a name, eh? Damian Hurst, the currency. This is the headline. Again, having to do with NFTs. Damien Hirst, the currency, was a referendum on NFTs versus traditional art. So now people are just foregoing the purchase of traditional art, or at least these people who would maybe normally buy art, very expensive art from famous or semi-famous artists from auction houses. Instead of spending their money there, they're spending it on these NFTs. And now the artists are getting in on the game. And even, I think, the living relatives of people like Pablo Picasso and things like that. I've heard this, that, and the other here, there, and everywhere. Now, Damien Hirst, here he is, one of the original YBAs, young British artists that were kind of wrangled and corralled by Charles Saatchi, of Saatchi and Saatchi fame, and of Nigella Lawson's ex-husband fame. He's the one that kind of got all of this stuff going. Back in the early 90s, it was Damien Hirst, it was Tracy Emin, it was Billy Childish, I think Peter Doig, all of these names that are now maybe not household names, but in the world of contemporary postmodern art, whatever you want to call it, they're the old timers. Back in the early 90s, they were the young British artists. They're no longer young. And Charles Saatchi made a big-ass amount of money. He would pick these obscure young artists, buy up their work, when it was still, you know, cheap, because they were just starting out. They were just out of art school or whatever. He would buy their work, and then he would use the convenience of him being a very wealthy and very successful owner of one of the most famous advertising agencies on planet Earth. Okay, and he would promote the hell out of the artists that he had purchased. He had bought their work for dirt cheap when they were in their like early 20s or whatever. And then he would turn around and sell it and make a very nice profit doing that. And in the process, he made them stars. All right. Kind of like the Andy Warhol effect, or, you know, that kind of thing, but not quite. Andy Warhol, he was like a mentor to artists. Charles was just, he was an investor. Charles Saatchi, he was an investor. And I told you, like, basically, the basic structure of and procedure of what he was doing. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but you get the idea. So yeah, YBA's young British artist, Charles Saatchi, this guy, Damien Hirst, Damien Hirst. And he's done some interesting works of art. You know, it's not really traditional, but I'll show you something when I get through with this article. So, Damien Hirst, the currency, was a referendum. What in the world do they mean by saying a referendum? We know what a referendum is in a political situation, like when a government or a leader or whatever, when a referendum is going on in that regard. But a referendum on NFTs versus traditional art? Okay. The result, a resounding preference for traditional art. Okay, I read about this. Again, I found it in my inbox and I said, I need to know more. So Hearst collectors aren't so sure NFTs are the future of art. This is what is being discussed. This is the discourse regarding NFTs. People are saying that they're the future of art, that there will be no need for actual physical works of art anymore. It's all going to be digital. And see, this is why my spidey sense got activated. This doesn't sound right to me. Like Judge Judy says, okay, the Judge Judy, she says, that's her thing. That's her quote. If it doesn't make sense, then it's not true. That's what she says. And those are words to live by, if you ask me. Okay, if it doesn't make sense, then it's not true. If it doesn't make sense, then it's not true. If somebody's telling you a story and the shit don't make sense, it's probably either a partial lie or a total lie. Now, sometimes people are telling you something that doesn't make sense to you because you don't have the expertise or the knowledge in order to know when or how something does or don't make sense. That's a different issue. I'm talking about regular stuff. Don't worry about your level of education. Don't worry about whether or not you've read a lot of books in your life or whatever. You're a human being with a functioning brain. You're not stupid. Okay? You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to be a lawyer or whatever. No. You're a human being with a functioning brain. You can figure out whether or not shit makes sense. God damn it. Okay? You can. You totally can. And if somebody's telling you a story and, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like 2 and 2 always equals 4. Okay? Every single last time. All day and all night long, 2 and 2 equals 4. And if somebody's telling you something and they're trying to basically prove to you that 2 and 2 equals 5, no. No. Anyway, so Hearst collectors aren't so sure NFTs are the future of art. Okay, it seems even if Hearst himself is. Oh, Damien, listen. I don't know what to think. Let me see how long this damn thing is. I don't. Okay, I can maybe like speed read through this. We'll see. Anyway, the results are in. 1 year ago, Damien Hirst announced a brazen plan to challenge the concept of value through money and art, forcing buyers of his NFT project, The Currency, to decide between owning the physical artwork or the digital token connected to it. You see why this sounds and looks and smells like fuckery? Anyway, now Hirst has announced the final tally on his Twitter account. I haven't even looked, but I guess they've reproduced the tweet here. The currency, the year is over. Boom, that was quick. And we have all had to decide NFT or physical. The final numbers are in 5,149 physicals and 4,851 NFTs, meaning I will have to burn 4,851 corresponding physical tenders. So what he did was he converted all of his physical works of art into NFTs. And people, I guess, voted. I don't know how they voted, but they voted on whether or not to have the digital thing, the NFT, representing the physical work of art or the physical work of art itself. And you see the tallies here. And he said the works that don't make the cut, the works that are not voted as people wanting their physical manifestations, no, he's going to burn them. If people vote for the NFT rather than the physical work, he's going to burn the physical work. Burn. 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 When do people burn things, y'all? When do people burn things? When they're trying to get rid of evidence, that's when. You can't do that to me. No. You cannot lie to me like that. Burning, that just sounds too much like somebody's trying to get rid of evidence of a crime. Anyway, let me keep going. The project consisted of 10,000 unique NFTs that were each associated with corresponding artworks that the British artist made in 2016. He made 10,000 artworks in 2016. I'm assuming that I don't know, but I'm assuming that maybe a lot of those are prints, because, who has that kind of time? An artist just working with actual physical, real-world materials? Who has that kind of time in 365 days to make 10,000 works of art? Were they all the size of a postcard or a postage stamp? I don't know. But never mind. That's none of my business, I guess. The digital tokens were sold via lottery system for $2,000. Each of the enamel dot-painted works on handmade paper were titled, that's how he did it, were titled based on the artist's favorite song lyrics. Totally gonna sell you, laugh in our faces, this old art. You're always so interesting, and where the money was yesterday. Oh, boy. Okay, you can't, if you're somebody like me, and I bet a lot of you are like me, if you're like us, and you just do not accept the official version of the story, I think you know what I mean, you can't help but be suspicious about this. This doesn't sound right at all. This doesn't make sense at all. No, it does not. N2A, let me keep going. Song titles, all the laugh in our faces. Is that what they're doing? Is that what these people who are manipulating the markets and making life miserable for poor people, is that what they're doing? They're laughing in our faces. The people who are jacking up the price of gasoline and food and et cetera, and so on and so forth, are they laughing in our faces? And this title, this is too much. Where the money was yesterday. Jesus Christ. Jesus Eugene Christ. Where the money was yesterday. Okay. Wow. No two colors used in the artworks are the same, and each is stamped by the artist with a micro dot and a hologram of Hirst's visage. Oh my God, this guy. Hirst announced that his collectors would have to make a choice between I think I kind of explained that already, but I'll read this anyway. Hirst announced that his collectors would have to make a choice between the physical artwork and its digital version, and set a 1-year deadline asking them, in effect, to vote for which had more lasting value. Okay. Between July 30th and August 31st, 2021, just a month into the project, 2,036 sales of the currency. Now you think long and hard about why he chose to name this thing the currency. this project of his, the currency. Okay. 2,036 sales of the currency generated a staggering $47 million. But over the remaining 11 months, the currency languished, with both floor prices and trading volumes steadily falling off. Okay. All right. Maybe these people involved in it finally realized what was going on and decided to, jump ship like rats. I don't know. In spring of this year, crypto winter descended, and the once booming market for NFTs took a hit. By July 2022, mega platform OpenSea laid off 20% of its staff in preparation for a prolonged downturn. In all of June 2022, only 170 sales of the currency took place, generating $1.4 million. They say this like that's not a lot of money. For you and me, it's a lot of money. I guess for them, it's just, pocket change, whatever. So these are them, I guess, works from the currency. Whatever this, whatever this is. I still don't fully understand this, but whatever. Okay, in the lead up to the final deadline to choose the currency, holders debated the merits of the two mediums. One post on the Discord server associated with the project listed pros of holding NFT, including much faster and easier to sell, and you keep the excitement of the project going. Cons included nobody knows if NFTs are a fad, and NFT and crypto market is hugely volatile. You already know my theory. Something's up. Something is up. Something is up. Something is up. This ain't right. This don't make no sense. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. This sounds like a trap is being laid. And, I told you how the FBI works. They don't just come right in. No. They just let you keep committing crimes so they could build a good, strong case against you. That's how they work. At least from what I've observed from reading all the stuff that I've read. Okay, let's keep it moving. As for keeping the physical prints, the pros included they look even better in person. Okay. And safe store of wealth that will likely go up in value. Cons included you will have to insure it, and you lose your seat on the wild ride if you give up your NFT, and you could get massive FOMO. I don't know what FOMO is. If you know what it means, go ahead and let me know in the comments. In total, Hearst project generated around $89 million in sales. Secondary prices still hover at around $7,500 for the NFTs of the currency, but once the painted works sold for $26,000 at Philips London back in... But I'm sorry, let me run that through again. But one of the painted works sold for $26,000 at Philips London back in January. To me, it sounds like, again, if you've watched my videos, if you've been riding with me since I started this channel, and, watched my videos about art crime and my coffee breaks and my etc., whatever, you know what I think. You know that I think that the art market, at this level, with these huge amounts of money being changed hands, with these auctions and shit like that, you know that I think that's just cover for criminal activity and money laundering. You know that. Okay. And now this experiment is trying to see whether or not they can do all that money laundering without having to deal with the actual physical works of art, which can be cumbersome. Like one of them said, well, you got to insure it, and you also have to ship it, and you also have to store it, because these people don't buy works of art so that they can display these works of art in their homes and enjoy them and look at them every day. No, these are investments. These are, at best, investments, kind of like playing the stock market or gambling, basically. At best, they're investments. At worst, they're window dressing for money laundering operations. There, I fucking said it. All right. Let me keep it moving. The final numbers are, I think I already told you from the tweet, 5,149 physicals and 4,851 NFTs, meaning, I told you, meaning I will have to burn 4,851 corresponding physical tenders. Hirst wrote, attaching images of himself laying prostrate over archival boxes containing the reams of works on paper. Works on paper, that's how he made so many of them. Of course he didn't paint them all. What was I thinking? Ay, ay, ay. However, Hirst himself remains all in on NFTs. Okay. In fact, in a thread following up on his original announcement, he posted that 1,000 of the remaining NFTs belonged to him personally. Okay. He said that he had kept them to show my 100% support and confidence in the NFT world. Here's a screenshot of his tweet thread. Okay. Should I read it? Why not? There he is. I have been in the physical art world a long time, and I expect people to have agendas and shit, and I've seen a lot of bollocks, and I'm amazed at how this community breeds support and seems to care about shit. So in the end, I decided I have to keep all my 1,000 currency as NFTs. Otherwise, it wouldn't carry on being a proper adventure for me. So I decided I need to show my 100% support and confidence in the NFT world, even though it means I will have to destroy the corresponding 1,000 physical artworks. Eek. I still don't know what I'm doing, and I have no idea what the future holds, whether the NFTs or physicals are going to be more valuable or less. But that is art. The fun part of the journey, and maybe the point of the whole project. Even after 1 year, I feel the journey is just beginning. Oh, this is pissing me off. Oh, this is pissing me off. Ay, 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 ay. This is pissing me off like you wouldn't believe. And it's not just because it's hot and I'm angry about the heat. No, no, no. This is just yet another example of the fuckery, of the corruption, of the shit that goes on in this industry. And he's all but confessing that this is my opinion. It's my goddamn channel. It's my goddamn video. I can say what I think. Okay. He's all but confessing that he is up to some no good shit. What did I say last video? Boris and Natasha. He's a no goodnik. He's a no goodnik. No. And he's basically letting you know he's a no goodnik. No. Anyway. He's keeping 1,000 of them. And if these shits accrue in value over time, he's basically saying, I'm keeping them because they're worth a lot of money, or they're gonna be worth a lot of money. And this, this is what art is about. No, art, as far as I know, it's not supposed to be just about having just a physical object that is an excuse for money changing hands for, like, God knows what kind of purposes. That I didn't know that the purpose of art was that, Damien. I wonder if he, ran this through with his PR person and asked them whether or not this is a good idea for him to post something like this. I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe his arrogance is part of the show. I don't know. Damien Hirst and Henny, the platform that launched the project, will collaborate for an exhibition of the painted works at London's Newport Street Gallery, opening September 9th, 2022. The Burning Spectacular. Why don't they do it on, Guy Fawkes Day? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, you see, I'm being a little too messy. But anyway, the Burning Spectacular will take place at a designated time every day, and a major closing event during Freeze Week in October will feature a massive pyre of the remaining works that were sacrificed by NFT evangelists. Oh, this is making me sick. This is making me sick. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, they named it the currency. They're saying something simultaneously about a whole bunch of stuff. Okay? They're saying something about a whole bunch of different things all at the same time. Like the money in your wallet. What the hell is that shit? Is it basically the same as this? The currency, quote unquote. What does the currency represent? what is it? And I know people have talked about all this stuff and like, what is really money? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not an accountant. I didn't major in economics. No. No. But something's up. Something don't make no sense. Something's up. I have to think about this for a while because I'm just like new to this. I'm just barely kind of starting to think about this. And no, I'm not part of this world. Obviously, you got to have some serious coin to be a part of this world. That's not me. But this is interesting to me because I do like art. Art is my life. I love it. I adore it. I think it's just one of the best things ever in an uncorrupted state. Okay, if it's an individual artist, like just doing their thing, and it's an honest sort of thing, and they do their thing, they do their art, sell it for however much money, okay, and they support themselves and their family that way, yeah, that's noble, that's good. This shit, I can't get behind this shit. No, I can't. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Before I close out, I want to show you. This is Damien's. This is him over here. This is his Wikipedia page. I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. I told you he was one of the young British artists. He is one of the young British artists. Okay. He is I said I wasn't gonna read, but something just caught my eye. He is reportedly the United Kingdom's richest living artist. I told you about Charles Saatchi. I already told you about this, but you can read more about this on your own. I'm going to leave it in the description so you can click on it and read it. Now, I scrolled down and I was reminded I was reminded because I have studied art, at an academic level, art history rather. Okay. And I remember this thing in my postmodern art classes, this thing. It's titled For the Love of God. It was made in 2007. And when I was studying this, it was relatively new. Okay. Now, it has its own Wikipedia page. This work of art. What is it? For the Love of God is a sculpture by artist Damian Hirst, produced in 2007. Now, listen to this, people. Viewers, listeners, pay attention. This is important. It consists of a platinum cast of an 18th century. An 18th century human skull. Did you hear me? It consists of a platinum cast of an 18th century human skull encrusted with 8,601 flawless diamonds, including a pear-shaped pink diamond located in the forehead that is known as the skull star diamond. The skull's teeth are original and were purchased by Hirst in London. Where did he buy human teeth? Where did he get this skull? I don't even know if I want to know. The artwork is a memento mori, or a reminder of the mortality of the viewer. All right? This is what Damien has done in the past. This is one of the works of art that he's famous for. All right? Okay. I'm not going to read the rest of that. White Cube Gallery. Okay, whatever. In January. Oh my God. Okay. I'll read this last line. In January 2022, Hirst stated that he still co-owned the sculpture and that it was in storage in London. I don't know what the hell's going on. I might do a video just about this. I don't know. Production, exhibition, sale. He's him and the White Cube Gallery own this thing, and oh my God, undisclosed investors, and was in storage in a Hatton Garden vault in London. This was taken by ArtNet as meaning that the 2007 sale never. Ooh, okay. This is a mystery. Okay, I think I might have to do a video about Hirst, and this sculpture. But now, let me just click on it. I thought it would be bigger. No, of course not. But anyway, it's bigger now. I've expanded the picture. Look at this thing. Look at these teeth. Look at all. These are real, I guess, flawless diamonds. Okay. Damien, are you Satan's son? What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? Something is up. And yeah, I'm going to have to do a separate video about this because this is intriguing to me. I know a little bit about this piece, but I've never really researched it in depth. Now I really want to. Antihue. This is Damien. This is the one that is putting on this song and dance about these NFTs, entitling this project or this happening or whatever you want to call it, the currency. He's messing with everybody. And then this article I already read to you, more than $100 million worth of NFTs have been stolen in the past year as crypto scams continue to rise. And here comes Damien with another NFT, quote unquote, project. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know. I'm telling you, Judge Judy would see this and say, no. No. So, anyway, you guys, I have talked for over 45 minutes. I'm tired. I'm sweating. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm drinking my iced coffee. It's probably about 80 degrees in the house. I'm sweating like a pig. I don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, can't wait for the temperatures to dip down. I'll leave you with this image. I hope it doesn't haunt you and invade your nightmares. Listen, you guys, thank you once again. Thank you once again. I appreciate it so much. All of you subscribers, how many? 79 of you. Thank you for subscribing. New viewers, thank you for being new. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you know somebody who would be interested in this, ridiculous stuff that I've been doing here. Don't forget to check out my links. They'll be in the description for the Shining book and the Exorcist studies book, Exorcist reviews. I hope you're watching. If you're interested, you probably already have this book. What am I saying? So I will be back. I don't know when, I don't know how. When I'm inspired to be back, whether I do a video about Kill Bill, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, more NFT, art world, criminal fuckery. If the FBI art crimes team descends on somebody else, I'll let you know about it if I see it. Other than that, you guys, once again, thank you. I cannot express in words. I don't have adequate words to express my appreciation for each and every single one of you who's either subscribed or who's watching my videos for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. If you hate watch, that's okay. Thank you. If you like it, click the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button and tell me what I did wrong. Okay? Other than that, you guys, once again, it's hot. It's hot, and I'm fed up with all the nonsense of this. This gets me mad, but it also gives me a reason to talk and vent and whatever. So you guys, until next time, until my next video where I'll find yet another reason to talk at you about God knows what, I'm going to go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.